Well, I've been watching the games, and I know that Paulie looks hurt. But knowing a guy like Paulie, I feel like he will look for a way to play through it, to look for a way to bounce back from game one, and right now from the first half. I look at somebody like Ian Sangalang and as well as Mark Baroka to really step up. I think those guys, they're vets. Ian's been playing so well. He played so well in our series. He was a big part of why they did beat us. So I look for him to step up not only in this game but in the coming games as well.
All right, so AB, a while ago, you actually gave us, your hot takes for the series, and we got Pau here to break things down. You
I'm
listened
here to criticize you, really, but yeah, let's go,
prior to
Bill.
knowing what was going to happen in game two, right? So we're going to list it down and we're going to say it, and let's see if totoo nga ba yung mga sinasabi mo, Aaron. So first, you said Paulie and Ian Sangalang will both bounce back and have a big game two. Second, you said Magnolia will make the necessary adjustments and the rest of the games will be a lot closer than game one. And the third one, your fearless forecast, ito, TNT in 6 as long as everybody is healthy. Pao, your thoughts? And
Okay.
we will allow Aaron to explain himself
Yeah,
later
yeah.
on.
Well, honestly, again, if it weren't for the injuries, I probably would have agreed with you with the Paul Lee trying to bounce back. But right now, we're looking at two guys in Ian and Paul Lee who are obviously still hurting from their previous games and weren't 100%. We saw it in game one. Now in game two, still struggling to get back into it. But based on your experience going up against them, what is it in their character that should give Magnolia fans hope?
Well, they're definitely guys that they come to play every night. They play hard. I think the whole Magnolia team, actually in general, they play hard. I think that's the culture that Coach Chito built. They're a well-coached team, so I believe Talkatex is tough. Don't get me wrong, and they look like the favorites in the series. But don't count out Magnolia squad, who knows how to win as well.
And you also mentioned that you think that this would have been a closer game, but then, all right, let's review what happened. That first quarter, TNT outscored Magnolia 40-27. They're just shooting the lights out. And when you see TNT doing what they're doing to Magnolia right now, who honestly is not having a bad offensive day, what is it that Magnolia need to do defensively just to slow this team down?
I think for me, continue to put more pressure on somebody like Mikey Williams. He really killed him in the first half. Um, you know, some of the shots he was making were tough. Mark Baroka was right in his face. Gio Halalan was in his face. But I think just to up the pressure on the TNT guards, as well as maybe push the pace. I know, they came from our series, and a lot of them are banged up. But at the same time, I think pushing the pace will help them try to give a different look to TNT.
Well, Bill, we were talking about this a while ago that we felt that grabe talaga yung confidence sa Aaron giving a number
Exactly.
and then giving a winner of the series already.
Kompleto, diba?
Despite
Kompleto.
only seeing one game. Eh. And Aaron, when you look at that, obviously you favor TNT because of your experience playing against them, because of what we've seen so far in the matchups. But what makes you confident in saying that this is a team that will most likely, in your opinion at least, end up as the champions?
Well, what makes me confident is the first game and a half, first, Paolo, because right now I think they're up by 20 at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. But they're a well-oiled machine. They're well coached. Coach Chud is back, and at the same time, you have Jason Castro and Mikey Williams running the backcourt. You have Poy, Kelly Williams, who's come back and really, given them a big lift, despite even having back spasms last game. And another guy like Roger Pugoy, who can basically do everything that the other guys can't and drop 30 at the same time. So for me, they're a well-oiled machine. They're a team that can play both ends, and at the same time, they're very unselfish with the ball. If you watch the first half today, Jason, Mikey, all these guys, they got a lot of open shots off of drives into kick out. So yeah, they're tough on both ends, and I feel like it'll definitely be a tough series.
Well, you know what, Aaron? Good news. Medyo tama naman yung prediction mo. It's 16 points at the half, if I'm not
Close.
mistaken. Very, very close. Now, with the score, what does Magnolia have to do to be, bounce back in this game?
Especially considering the health issues that they are still
Right.
going through.
Well, they might have to get the other guys going. Mark Baroka, Gio Halalon, even a guy like Jarek Ahamisi, who I think made 2 threes in the first half. If he can make a couple more, it might open up some things for somebody like Gio to penetrate the lane and kick out, as well as Calvin. Calvin will be the biggest factor here. If he can dominate both ends like he usually does and give them a lift in the second half, try to get a run in, then that would be big for them to at least make a game of it.